On the last episode of Railway Horizons, we built the power flower in the basement here, and we've been subsequently just letting it hum away and get some power for us so that we can make stuff with the equivalent exchange chest, which is quite nice to have, to be quite honest, especially when we're about to conduct a very big construction project, which you may already know, the castle. The castle is probably going to be it's going to be a really big project. I've already started mapping out the little roadway I want that leads into the castle, into the little courtyard, which has also sort of revealed how it's going to be limited in the grand scheme of things and how the walls are going to work. So this is going to be a very, very big project, and it's probably going to take us a while to get completely finished. But the first thing that is first is that we need to do the outer walls, and then we need to flatten the area around the back of the castle. So that's what we're going to be doing today. So let's get to it. Now, I had a good think about how I wanted to build the wall, and unfortunately, as much as I wasn't going to use granite unfortunately does stand out in regards to the stony cliff. So I'm going to use a mix of bricks and granite, and I'm going to go from there because that's probably the best option to do alongside some greebling with some of the walls, like for example here, because let's be real, that works. And I'm going to be honest, given the fact that granite's not exactly what do you call it, it's expensive in this area because it's not because it's like, what do you call it, palaces were deliberately made, right, with the intent of it either what do you call it, being extravagantly wealthy, right, or what do you call it, or it being used out of materials that were not necessarily available in that region, like importing, right? Like for example, marble. There's an example. It's probably the best example I can give, but I don't want to use marble because marble. I don't want marble. I am so sick of marble. Marble is such an annoying bloody thing. Plus, I'm not making an entire castle out of marble. Like, ugh. The greebling for that. There's not really much in terms you can do with that in terms of greebling. So yeah, no thank you. Whereas what I'm doing here now, I mean, there's plenty of opportunity for greebling in this, as we're seeing. The good news is the higher it goes up, the less I have to worry about greebling. So it's just like, I'm just getting the greebling done now on bottom, because then I don't have to worry about it higher up. So, let's get this done. Ow. I mean, what we've got thus far, not too bad. Could be better. Still a lot more work to be done. So I decided to completely redo the facade. I cut down the gatehouse, I cut down the walls, and I decided to go for something a bit more Victorian looking, like early Renaissance, right, with musket, pike, and shard. So this is what I've got thus far. It's not too bad. I mean, I've still got a little bit of work to do on it, but it's getting there slowly. It wasn't what I was originally going for, but I prefer to do it this way rather than the way I was doing it before. Because before it was, I'm not going to lie, before it was very higgledy-piggledy. At least this way, it's a little bit more structured, because then you've got entrance into here, you've got walkway, you've got windows, there'll be a way up here, a staircase up here, rooms. I've got to do that at some point, probably a spiral staircase. Yes, I did just say spiral staircase, and I know I suck at spiral staircases. So, yeah, we'll work on that. Same with this side. And yes, I can fit through these areas because they equal to 1x1 blocks, despite the fact that there's 2 slabs on the other side. So, regardless, that is what I've done thus far. And of course, I've also been still extending the back out here. Although I'm going to be deadly honest, I'm still looking at how much room I have. And it's going to be very close. It's going to be very close for what I'm thinking I'm going to do. But regardless, back to it. Okay, so we're getting somewhere. It is slowly getting there, but I decided to do the back paneling of this building with diorite and sandstone. So the upper floors will be sandstone, like I've got. So like you see there, stone gutter beneath the windows, and then sandstone crawling up. I might use a different. Actually, what stone can I use for there? Hang on. Let me have a look. I want to use... What do I want to use for that? I mean, I don't have marble. The marble's not a question. Marble is definitely not in the... definitely not on the boards. Maybe I'll just do all marble up this wall. I'm going to be honest, maybe, yeah, I'm just going to do all, not marble, I'll just do all cut diorite up here. I don't know, I'm figuring out what I'm doing here. Alright, I mean, the facade looks good. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep the upper brick, the brick on the upper floor along the sides remaining the same. But I mean, apart from that, looks pretty good. The front, I might redo the front, do the same as I did behind, so that way the window frames aren't sticking out like this, because I'm going to be honest, these are a bit of an eyesore, really, when you look at it. Like bulging eyeballs, where it's just like, you look at the back, it's just like, it looks neat, it looks beautiful. So, I'll probably do that next. Or right now, rather. Okay. Alright. This was a major ball ache. Oh, hello. Just gonna ignore you. Just selling a Gauss rifle casually. But yeah, this was a major ball ache, what I had to do over here. So I had to extend the platform, which is not what I wanted to do, but I had to do it anyway, so that we could actually fit the castle up here. Now, I didn't want to do this, but it ended up happening, and at this point, it's just like, okay, whatever. So what we have main hall / throne room, and I'm going to be honest, I might push this back a little bit since we've got room here. So it's emphasized on the throne room. Entrance hall, rooms, armories, rooms, storage. This will be 2-3 stories, I think, as well. I haven't quite decided. I am, however, going to do what I said I was going to do, and I'm going to push this back a little bit because, yeah, emphasize on the throne room. But in terms of other things, I'm still somewhat uncertain as to how I'm going to do the facade. If I'm going to have it like I did with the gatehouse, which I probably should, because matchy. You wouldn't have a big, like, royal building look completely different than its exterior defenses, would you? You would have it all matchy, look the same. So I might... Well, a couple of minutes later, we've got part of the roof on. Obviously, I'm going to put deep slate on. Now, thankfully, I lit up everything. I'm going to obviously keep doing this foyer, but as for the throne room, so I'm just going to put some windows up. So I'm thinking big, tall windows here, maybe here, same mirroring the other side. But apart from that, we've done pretty well. And I will admit, this took me all week. This took me all week to get this far with even with like builders ones. This was incredibly time consuming. Going back and forth, getting all of this, like getting all of this filled in, like this was time consuming as shit. Like I honestly cannot tell you just how time consuming it was. But regardless, it's not too shabby. It's not too shabby at all. Now, I was also thinking... Let me see. Royal. Ah, here we go. With those. Get some more carpet. Do-do-do-do. Some more royal carpet. Okay. Alright, nope, sleep first. Okay, one of the big things that we're going to need, and this is specifically around our little area, is a big torch or a mega torch, because I don't want to have to be dealing with mobs in my home area. Let me see, we need diamonds, 2 blocks of gold, 2 diamonds, 3 torches, torches, stick, we got the wood. Alright, let me make this here. Yoink. And I'm going to quickly check this for the power flower. Oh, actually, whilst I'm here, yoink. Get rid of those, they don't need to be here. Then at some point we're going to move the power flower. Oh yeah, I forgot I was doing that. Oops. Hang on. Bury this in the floor. 5, 3, okay. Copy that on the other side. What happened? Why are there so many items up here? I don't know. Hang on. Just gonna plop. No, not there. There. Right. Eat. Ooh, there's a whale. Whale of a tail down there. He's having a whale of a time. There he is. 2 whales. There's 3 whales. Okay, I think I have a general idea of what I want to do for this throne. Including having sections around. Oh, I didn't bring any of the slabs with me. Whoops, 1 second. Second. There we are. I mean, it's not much of a seat. I'm not really going to be able to sit on this because I don't have anything that is too wide, to my annoyance. But it is what it is. It'll have to do for the time being. But there we are. We have a throne in a throne room. Now I just need to decorate a little bit. Get this room up to snuff. Well, I think I already know what I want to do. I think. I say I think, but in truth, I have no clue. I have 0 clue what I want to do here. We'll see. I'll have a think. Okay, so something like this works out quite well. I mean, it makes it look less empty, right? It makes it look a bit more solidified, and it makes the roof actually look like it's being braced up by something rather than just a floating flat roof, which is not too bad. I mean, the walkway up to the throne room, just walk through the stairwell, yada yada, you're in the throne room. Chandeliers, maybe I'm still debating on what chandeliers to put in here. I'll probably put maybe some golden chandeliers instead of these ones, because these ones are kind of just basic chandeliers. So I'll probably get some golden chandeliers from the DecoCraft desk down here in the basement. But regardless, that is looking quite good. Although, admittedly, I think we are out of time for today. I've got to dismantle this and move the power flower at some point, but I'll probably do that in my own time, because I'll need to find a spot to hide the power flower somewhere in the basement, because admittedly that's going to be an issue in of itself. But I can figure that out. I'll figure that out. But that being said, thank you all very much for watching, everybody. Greatly appreciated. Hope you enjoyed me building our lovely little castle estate here. And I hope you all have a very good day. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye!